All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence. To attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
That's what I do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. A strong running. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep depth. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Burton. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton from 17 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Here we go.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watching that, Barney.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Foreman. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Trubisky. And he's got Moncrief. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play there for the Bears on third. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there from 19 yards away. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 75 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll run with Foreman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a give to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Now let's go. Green.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the grab by Croft. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
A carry for Foreman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Foreman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Trubisky will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And now running right through it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
A handoff to Mixon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And This is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
There you go. You see it? You see it?
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff to Shawn, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And on the ground they go with a running back. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
If he indeed got it, he didn't get it by much. This is a great push up front, but I think the nose of the football does make it over the line to gain. And whoa, that was definitely cutting it close.
18.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears draw a bit closer. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Powers through. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ross. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Now let's go. Green.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Foreman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they run with Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right on the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Kroft, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not on a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Preston Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Hankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, 18.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Again, it's Trubisky. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Trubisky to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears get a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
180.
Now Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, Trubisky. Pass incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. On the move to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
18.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Here we go now.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done. Nursing
that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. One
of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Croft. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Mixon fights loose. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This is Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue
Bengal
landed.
Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports. You